mobilize the community to commit acts of violence such as the burning of schools. Meanwhile, the interministerial task team has briefed the media on the latest on efforts to bring about stability and bringing back normalcy to Vuwani and its surrounding villages. Our reporter Mike Maringa was there and he's with us for an update now. Mike, a very good afternoon to you. Do tell us more about today's briefing. Besides the task team, were members of community part of this?
Good afternoon, Alicia. Yes, the media briefing was set for 1 o'clock today. What transpired at the media briefing, it was just an announcement of that another school yet has been torched at the Vuwani area, at a village called Masakona at Sirene. It was torched last night. It's a primary school. That was the announcement that came from the Minister of Kokta, Minister Desvan Royen. But other than that, they also unveiled a mediation team that will look into the Vuwani situation. The team comprised of Fathers Mangalisa Mkacha, Mike Sutcliffe, and Professor Mary Metcalf, amongst others. The team is expected to hit the ground running to meet with different structures around the Vuwani area to try and end the 3-week protest that has led to the closure of schools. We were there yesterday. 24 of the torched schools were not working. But one other thing that the minister announced today was that all the damaged schools and those that are damaged and those that are touched, the number is now at 28, including the one that was touched last night, Andile.
But Mike, those are sad news. Now, on the ground, are teachers and pupils back in their numbers in schools? What's happening there?
Unfortunately not, because yesterday I was monitoring the back-to-school campaign that was initiated by the ministerial task team together with the traditional leaders. Unfortunately, all the schools that we went to, those that were touched, they were empty. Not a single learner was seen at the school. Teachers are not there. They cited last week that they will not be going. They are not protected. They are receiving threats that if they go to schools, their houses will be torched. So the situation is so quiet. When you get to a school, you'll only see the new mobile classrooms that have just been delivered, and security guards who are on site watching those mobile classrooms that were delivered. But other than that, it's quiet. There's nothing happening at Mashawu, Vuwani, and most of the surrounding areas that have been affected by the protest.
But Mike, what did the interministerial task team then say in terms of the reports of intimidation of parents and learners to try and make Vuwani a safe place for all villagers and for the pupils to go back to school now?
Look, Minister of State Security David Marshall was in the area last week on Friday. He indicated that teachers who are receiving threats must report the matter to the nearest police station so that these issues can be investigated, because there's also a thinking that some teachers are part of the protest and they are deliberately staying at home. We have seen few schools that were operating last week where they were operating on few teachers and few learners. They were there on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but yesterday, unfortunately, all those schools were closed. So it will appear that the intimidations are real, because we saw committed teachers who were there and principals who wanted schooling to resume, but unfortunately, because of the threat, they were not there. They are being urged to go and report those cases, but because they don't have enough police to police all the schools and all government buildings, and because there was an undertaking from traditional leaders that they will allow learners to go to school. So they relaxed everything to allow villages to get back to normal and allow kids to go to school. But unfortunately, it's not happening. So hence the unveiling of this mediation team to go and hit the ground running and allow a situation where learners will now get back to school.
Very quickly, Mike, any arrests in regards to the school that was torched last night?
Unfortunately, no one has been arrested, solely because the village that we're talking about, it's one of the few that are still heavily barricaded, where police are unable to move in because they've also dug trenches. It is difficult to move around those villages. So no arrest has been made so far, unless if something happens overnight, but they have not arrested anyone pertaining to that incident, Alicia.
Thank you for that update. Mike Maringa in Vuwani giving us the latest update from there.